The elections of Football Club Barcelona have been officially postponed, and the club is still missing a president that can get things done and fix the mess we are in. Welcome back to Blaugrana Planet and welcome back to a new video, and today we are going to be talking about what's ahead of us before the presidential elections actually happen. Because with the postponement of the presidential election, the club is still adrift and is desperately in need of a president and a board of directors that can get things done. But basically, the Catalan government had recommended the club to postpone the elections due to the COVID crisis, and the club has decided to take that advice and to postpone the elections at least for a few weeks. Also, let's take into account that the government had previously imposed movement restrictions which didn't allow people to move between municipalities unless they had a work permit. But voting for the presidential elections of Football Club Barcelona didn't allow you to actually move from municipalities. Therefore, a big chunk of members weren't allowed to exercise their right to vote with these restrictions. Therefore, with the actual danger of getting infected by COVID and the movement restrictions between municipalities, the club has decided that the fair thing to do is to wait a few weeks until the level of infections actually comes down, and to hope that the Catalan government reduces the movement restrictions so the club members can freely vote. But vote when? Well, the management commission has decided that the elections will be held between the end of February and the 21st of March. There is actually this date, the 7th of March, which is rumored to be the date that is chosen, but we don't know for sure. Nothing is sure yet. It's not official, and when it's official, I will make sure to let you know. But there is one thing. What if the COVID crisis is still going on at the same pace that it's on right now? Well, Tusquets has asked to the Catalan government for the allowance for the club members to vote by mail, which is actually illegal by the statutes of the club, so we would need a special permission. And also, Tusquets is working on expanding the number of places where the club members would actually be able to vote. Typically, back in the day, it was only in Camp Nou, so members would have to travel to Camp Nou, but now with the COVID crisis, Tusquets actually managed to have a few places around Catalonia and some in Spain for the club members to vote. But now we need more. This way, the club members won't have to be moving so much, and the risk of getting infected will of course be lowered. So with the postponement of the elections, what will happen with the candidates? What will happen with the signings? We have a winter transfer market. Well, Carles Tusquets is still technically in charge of the club, but with a lot of restrictions, because he is the management commission leader and not the president. His first job was to summon the elections as soon as possible. And some of you might say, well, we've been waiting for a few months. It's been almost 3 months now. Well, it's not that easy. We have the economical crisis, we have the pandemic, and we have the Christmas holidays all in between, all together, making it very hard for the elections actually to take place. But as I said, Tusquets is very limited in his actions. He cannot, for example, sign any players. But now that we have official candidates, Victor Font, Joan Laporta, and Toni Freixa, they are allowed to get together with the management commission in order to take a decision in terms of the transfers. So in order to make a transfer or take an important decision for the club, the 3 candidates would have to reach a consensus in the decision, so they will all have to agree in the same decision in order for this decision to be executed, with Tusquets being the one who executes this decision. And in the signing of Eric Garcia, they have decided to wait, because otherwise they would have to pay 8 million euros right now for Eric Garcia to arrive. When you have Piqué, Lenglet, Mingueza, Araujo, Umtiti, I mean, you have enough players to cover this position. You don't need Eric Garcia desperately, and he can also arrive during the summer for free. Therefore, they have decided to wait until the summer, which makes sense, and save this 8 million euros for other stuff. So, in conclusion, guys, the elections were destined to be postponed. Everything was indicating that this was going to be the case, and the club is still suffering without a clear leader. But not everyone is suffering, apparently not everyone, because Víctor Font and Toni Freixa have more time to prepare. After the big hit of Joan Laporta getting more than 10,000 signatures, Víctor Font and Toni Freixa were in danger of not winning the elections. But now, having a month and a half, about a month and a half hopefully, they have more chances to convince the members that are left, because even though Laporta gathered all these signatures, there is still a big number of club members who hasn't signed for any candidate and is still undecided. Technically, we just don't know who they're gonna vote for. So the game is still on, guys. Anybody can win the elections. We have a favorite, and we have a second favorite, and we have an underdog. But the game is on, guys. So make your bets. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. What do you guys think about the elections being postponed? Who is your favorite candidate? Let me know all in the comments down below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, remember to smash that like button and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell if you want to be notified as soon as I release my next video. And now, and as I always say, Visca el Barça, Visca Catalunya, and see you in the next video.